Don't you dare say I'm gonna make it, 'cause I don't believe a word you say.
Welcome back to TWC Reviews. I'm Quan.
What's up? You got Rain here?
Man, season 2 was hitting on something for real, man. And to kick it off, this man Stannis was damn near about to take King's Landing until he was thwarted by Tyrion and Tywin. Now, let me say this about the Baratheons. If they weren't so focused on selfishly hogging the power, they literally could just come together and achieve the one goal of taking the Lannisters down. But instead, they were focused on who actually deserved to be the ruler by birthright. And that was annoying to me because even when you go to after the battle, when Lady Marjorie wanted to marry Joffrey, you begin to think like maybe they're actually trying to set him up so they could kill him, but because they're so power hungry and selfish, you don't know what they're gonna do.
You look at Lady Marjorie and you see like this woman was just married to the man that was in direct opposition of Joffrey and his family, and now you have Renly gone, and Lady Marjorie's like, hey, why don't we get this cracking with Joffrey? Let's see what we can do. And it's kind of like suspicious. It raises the thought of like, does she literally just want power? They would do anything you would think to get one up over another.
To jump into like my girl Arya, she's been serving Tywin for the longest now, and they finally actually came up with a plan. She's actually made me proud of it because you would think that a person at her age wouldn't know what to do, but she literally took on everything by herself and managed to actually survive.
I mean, from the start of the show, she's always shown that she had that killer instinct, even from I think it was the first episode. Yeah, first episode. When you see her, when they're teaching Bran how to use a bow and arrow, and he can't quite hit the target, and then Arya, she has a bow and she shoots it from like 10 feet further back than where Bran was standing, and she just hits it right on the bullseye. And like, her being a girl, she's not supposed to do anything like that. That's not her role in time. And I always really respected that. And she's very resourceful. She's really tough. And as you can see, she's going through like really torture. Her and those kids got mixed up, and luckily she's been doing a good job of hiding her identity. And they got Jack in, a strange fellow that she did help like earlier on, and then like he's really mysterious and like obviously like clearly really good at killing people, because everybody she asked to be killed, he's done it successfully. And he offered to train her, and he left off with giving her a little coin. It was really mysterious, and he left with the phrase Valar Morghulis, which was what the episode was called. It's the name of the episode. So that's really mysterious. It's a lot of questions with that as well. But I love Arya. Really good character. My favorite character.
Catelyn, as much as I love you and feel your pain, why the fuck would you let Jaime go? Like, we get it. Like, you still want Sansa and Arya, and you want to see Bran and Rickon, but this man is literally the only ticket left for you to get them back. And you sent Jaime back with Lady Brienne, thinking that the Lannisters are actually going to hear a damn thing she has to say. So I understand why Rob was pissed off at her. Like, that was a stupid move, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting because you have Catelyn, which is, she loves her kids more than anything. You can see that. You really can see that. She does love her children. And she's a conflicted mother. Like, the war is not going fast enough for her. She doesn't know where her kids are at. Like, she thinks their lives are in danger. They could die any day. So she's just in desperation mode. She releases Jaime, thinking she let Jaime smooth talk her a little bit, and she made the dumbest move that we've seen in the show so far. You have literally Tywin's heir. You have his heir. You have his golden child, not just Tyrion. You have Jaime, Hatcher. Like you have him at your mercy, and you literally have Tywin by his neck. Now you release him. You have nothing else to bargain with. What if he just says, "Okay, well, thanks. I'm not releasing your kids." Like, bye. Like, then what? What do you do then? And we all know Tywin. Um, he's not like he'll do anything. Like, he seems like he'll do anything to win. Like, he's a really family oriented man. Like, if anything, you release him and give him back Jamie, he'll want to get revenge back on you guys. Like, that's not gonna give him like, okay, thanks for releasing my child. I'm gonna make sure your kids get back to you safe. Like Tywin is not that type of dude. And look at Cersei. Does she like these are conniving, fake like people. Why would they just be that trustworthy? That's like me like going to jail and I'm like, yeah, if you just let me free, I'm gonna go round up the rest of my gang members and we'll be right back. Like no, like you
Right.
have no leverage over me. You just let me free. It was so stupid. And then you got Rob, which I like to point out too. You got Rob. It's his own mother. She made a really dumb decision, and she pissed off not only Rob but the other clans following Rob. No, he obviously needs their support. He needs the support of all these houses from the north, Karstarks, all of them. He needs their support, or he wouldn't have any soldiers. If he just lets his mom go off the hook, like, okay, it's my mom. Like, yeah, you made a dumb decision, but I'm not gonna treat you like a dog and imprison you. If he does that, then they're like, okay, well, I'm not happy with that. The other clans leave him, and he has no soldiers, so he has to like do something, and he's forced to imprison his mom. Which I do respect. Like, he had to do it. Like, he can't just let her go off the hook like that. He had to do something.
As far as concerning Daenerys, because even when she had went to Karth and that warlock had tried to steal her dragons, and she ended up getting them back by going to the House of the Undying. It's weird for me, bro, because I know Daenerys is super important, but I literally don't know what to feel about her. I don't know whether to be on edge, fall back, whether to cheer for her, root for her. Like, I don't know. Like, she's just one of those characters who hasn't really made a huge impact on me.
Since she stepped in Karth, like she's had her back against the wall. She's in a strange place. She's very desperate. She had to come there. Like, all she has is her dragon, and then she has like all these ways. She's in a strange place. She doesn't know anybody. She's at the mercy of these people. And it took her dragons, and then it really had me thinking like, what's next? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, how's she gonna get her dragons back? Luckily she got them back, and it does show you like it was a nice piece of character development for her. It shows you that she really does love her dragons as real children. So she doesn't see them as just items that she got by chance. She really feels like she is the dragon queen, like she's the dragon mother, like mother dragons. She really does have, like, she has feelings for these dragons. Um, she'll do anything for them. A big thing about that is when she found old dude in a bed with one of her I don't know if it was one of her advisors, but one of the girls she was with, one of her ladies in her
Yeah.
court. Um, and she took both of them and unlocked my man's uh safe
Oh yeah.
and locked them both in there. And literally, it showed that she was a lot more cruel than she once seemed. If you see her like back season one, she's just like this very docile, like just going with the flow type of girl. And she's really showing like a cruel side now. Now, I'm not gonna say that they didn't deserve it or they did deserve it. But no matter if they deserved it or not, like it was a cruel thing to do.
Honestly, didn't even think about it that way. The final thing I wanted to cover before I actually rate the season was Jon Snow. They finally went out on their first mission to kill some wildlings, and obviously you remember when he was assigned to kill the girl, but he couldn't do it. So that literally led to him being captured by them. and going back to the place where they had to meet the Wildling King. If you remember in the end of that episode, where his boy Sam was literally alone, and you seen the White Walkers heading towards that area. So that could only mean that our boy John is gonna have to fight a big battle soon.
The biggest takeaways from this is he was captured also along with his higher supposed to be a really skilled fighter. And the Wildlings knew about that too. Like he was a really well-known guy, and he basically sacrificed himself for John. He made it seem like he got into a fight with John and they fought, and John knew that. He knew he wasn't serious with what he was saying, and John killed him because he had to. He showed the Wildlings like, yeah, he was willing to kill. Like he's really skilled because he beat like one of the the best fighters that the Night's Watch has. And he's serious because why would he just kill one of his own if he wasn't serious? So that gave a pathway for John to join the Wildlings and eventually try to escape. So I thought that was a big turning point for John because he had to kill literally one of his own. So hopefully he's gonna get up out of there though.
Has to. He has to, man. But overall, I definitely can say I enjoyed this season. But as far as the rating is concerned, I will probably have to give it like an 8. It's starting to pick up if you feel what I'm saying. So, the dialogue and all that character work is beautiful, but I really can't wait to see what happens in season 3. What would you rate it?
I'll give it like an 8.5 or a 9. A lot of stuff happened in the season. Um, Changed our perspective on characters like Daenerys. She has a cool side. Um, what is House Tyrell doing in King's Landing? It's just a lot of stuff to question. I feel like with all that, um, I think that adds up to about a 9 to me.
For sure. And we'll definitely be back for a season 3 review. And what y'all think of season 2? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, peace and love.